You know, I guess there's two questions. One is, should he be fighting again? And at the end of the day, if he's good enough to beat everybody outside of the top 20 in the world, then why not? But should he be fighting for the world title? I guess that's another question.
Don't shadow boxing like that.
Yeah, it's lazy, right? Just kind of.
Yeah, when you do the shadow boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that in a habit. You become a habit. When you shadow boxing like.
Woo! Woo!
Like that.
The speed is still there. Woo!
Manny Pacquiao is pushing hard in training for his upcoming fight against Mario Barrios. He's zeroing in on speed, footwork, and ring conditioning to stay sharp. His routine includes a solid mix of technical drills and intense sparring sessions, showing his commitment to staying at the top of his game.
Right here.
In his latest sparring session, Pacquiao immediately took control with his trademark footwork. He moved around the ring with quick, rhythmic steps, circling his partner with precision. Using lateral movement, he set traps and fired off quick combinations before sliding just out of reach. He never stayed directly in front of his opponent, constantly shifting positions after each exchange, showing his mastery of angles.
Nice move, nice.
This approach let him attack while staying defensively sound, a signature of his fighting style. The early rounds were all about finding his rhythm and measuring distance as he steadily increased the pressure.
Bitaw ka, suntok ka talaga, ano? Kasi pag gumanti yan siya, hindi mo ano yung suntok niya, mabilis yan. Bitaw. Yung pangalan niyo mo una, Pingsyong?
Throughout his training, he remained focused on keeping both his mind and body in peak condition. His intense preparation for the upcoming fight showcased his dedication to staying at his best.
After a full 2.5 hour workout, still going, champ.
To get ready for his fight, Manny Pacquiao focused heavily on boosting his punching power and endurance. He worked on explosive drills to sharpen his hand speed without losing strength, aiming to keep up a fast pace throughout the match. He also added intense cardio sessions to build up his stamina.
He never stopped moving.
Yeah.
He did success.
Defense! That's how it is, John. That's how it is.
It all starts right there, baby.
Pacquiao also dedicated plenty of time to sharpening his footwork ahead of his next fight. He focused on moving smoothly to change angles quickly and stay elusive in the ring. His goal was to outmaneuver his opponent and create more opportunities for attack by enhancing his positioning and agility.
Easy, oh. Oh, kaya na, pabalik na. Pabalik na. Di pa nang lahat eh.
Sinayos ko rin mo rin eh.
Ayaw. Ano, step. Dali kayo. Pala no. Yan. Good morning. The champion is here. Six.
Next week, 5th. Right there.
He unleashed his powerful left hand from different angles, using his footwork to create openings. This allowed him to land body shots or a check hook while staying elusive. His ability to shift stances mid-exchange kept his opponent guessing and off-balance defensively. Defensively, he displayed quick reflexes and sharp anticipation. He used subtle head movement to dodge punches, often responding with a straight shot or uppercut right after. His pull counter, leaning just out of range and snapping back with a left hand, was especially effective, landing with precision. As we observed closely, Pacquiao remained patient, letting his sparring partner start exchanges so he could time his moves more accurately. When under pressure, he rarely stepped straight back. Instead, he used angled steps and lateral pivots to escape, often resetting himself before launching his next combination.
Nice move. Ingat lang.
He maintained a steady pace throughout the session, showing his strong conditioning and readiness. While he slowed a bit in the final rounds, his focused flurries kept him dangerous. Even as fatigue set in, he was still able to land 5 or 6 punches in quick succession without losing his balance.
Baba kayo dyan. Tingnan lang.
Pacquiao finished the session with a series of precise body shots, strategically testing his opponent's toughness and lowering their guard. He left the ring quietly, but his performance spoke for itself, methodical, calm, and packed with the sharp technique he's perfected over decades. Eddie Hearn called the upcoming title fight between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios a joke. He questioned why a boxer who hasn't competed professionally in years was being given such an opportunity. Hearn pointed out how long it had been since Pacquiao's last official fight, stressing that this level of inactivity raises doubts about the legitimacy of a title shot.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a joke, to be honest. Like, you know, the Manny Pacquiao's a legend, right? But let's be honest, that ship sailed, right? I think it's about 3 years ago, they come to us to fight Conor Benn, like in a 10-rounder. And we were looking at it, we got so much criticism 3 years ago about Conor Benn fighting Manny Pacquiao, and now we're talking about him fighting for a world title. When was the last time Manny Pacquiao had a professional fight?
Yeah.
I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago? I don't know. Was it Mayweather?
While Hearn expressed that he didn't want Pacquiao fighting for a world title, he recognized that the boxing legend is still capable of beating top-level opponents. He praised Pacquiao's speed, timing, and experience, noting that his skill set remains exceptional. Hearn acknowledged that, while the physical demands of a title fight could be tough, Pacquiao's ability is still top-notch. His comments on Pacquiao's return to high-stakes competition were a balanced mix of admiration and caution.
47, kind of a weird spot right now. We're looking at Manny Pacquiao potentially facing Mario Barrios. What do you think of that fight?
Yeah, I think that, you know, it's a very contentious subject. Like, you know, people moaning about Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is still good enough to beat most fighters in the top 20 at 147 pounds. He's clearly not the fighter that he once was. You're not going to be at that age.
Additionally, Hearn expressed concern about Pacquiao's long periods of inactivity in boxing. He suggested that time away from the ring could affect Pacquiao's performance and sharpness when he returns to competition.
My problem is that he's been inactive for quite a long time. Like, we were talking about fighting him with Conor Benn maybe 6 months ago or a year, and every month or 3 months or 6 months that passes, you do become a...
The fight between Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao is expected to be highly competitive, capturing the attention of the entire boxing world. Barrios' youth, reach, and physical strength will be tested against Pacquiao's vast experience and refined skill set. The contrasting styles and mindsets of both fighters add to the intrigue of the matchup. Notably, it's been a while since Pacquiao hinted at a return to the ring, but he mentioned Barrios as one of several potential opponents. This initial indication suggested that Pacquiao was carefully considering boxers who could offer serious challenges, signaling that a comeback was on his mind.
Any potential, as I say, any potential comeback for yourself? I know there was talks of a Conor Benn fight a couple months ago. What's sort of the latest and why sort of hasn't that materialized?
We're working on that to have a fight here next year in Dubai. Hopefully, we can finalize it early next year.
Yeah. So no one. Would that be in a professional sense? Like, I know the WBC were talking about a Mario Barrios fight. Yeah. So I guess when it comes to in terms of opponent, would it look at someone potentially sort of towards world level like Barrios or Benn?
Yeah. We're still looking for the opponent, but opponents, many opponents are over there, so we can easily get them. It depends on the negotiation.
Fans have had mixed reactions to Manny Pacquiao's potential comeback, with some eager to see him return and others concerned about his long inactivity. One fan shared on social media, "Pacquiao's legacy is already cemented. This fight feels unnecessary and risky." Meanwhile, another fan expressed excitement, saying, "I can't wait to see Pacquiao back in action. Age is just a number." These comments highlight the divided opinions among fans regarding his return. On the other hand, Mario Barrios is also putting in the hard work during his training camp, fully aware of the challenge ahead. He understands that facing a boxing legend like Pacquiao won't be easy, and he's preparing to give it his all on fight night. To handle Pacquiao's fast pace, Barrios has been focusing on sharpening his skills, improving his defense, and boosting his stamina. He knows how important it is to be mentally prepared for a fight against someone with Pacquiao's experience and talent. Barrios is fully committed to making the most of this opportunity and showcasing his abilities. He understands the high stakes and is putting in the work with every training session, preparing for the fight ahead. As the highly anticipated fight between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios draws near, we want to hear from you, the fans. With Barrios' youth and knockout power facing off against Pacquiao's experience and skill, this fight promises to be a thriller. Who do you think will come out on top? Will Barrios' youthful energy give him the edge, or will Pacquiao prove that age is just a number? We'd love to hear your thoughts and predictions for the outcome of this battle. What aspects of their styles do you believe will decide the winner? Share your opinions and join the conversation in the comments section below.